On this episode of the Triple Threat Podcast, Alex Vaughn returns. Alex, how you doing?
Good.
Great! Will still
Let's
here.
have some fun today!
Yeah, music,
Triple
here it
Threat
is!
Podcast. Woo! Buddy, I am coming to you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, home of WrestleMania 6, 18, and SummerSlam 2004. And something else happened at the Rico Coliseum sometime this year. I can't remember what it was. With me as, well, they're always here. I'm sometimes not. Triple Threat Podcast with my bros. 3 different cities, 3 different bros. With me is Will Vaughn. Will, how you doing? Vancouver, Canada, British Columbia, BC, America. What up?
Hey, it's good. It's good.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good.
And the tiniest, littlest, tykiest Vaughn, the youngest, the youthfulness, the euthanizer of the podcast, Matthew Phillip. What's up, Britt?
I'm a little sick, but I'm going to try to make up for it.
Really? You look fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I
you look
added
good.
some blush to bring out my fullness of my facial features.
Put some blush in your tush.
Ooh, the fullness of my facial features. So, what kind of sick we talking about?
Talking cold. We're talking
cold, all right.
a couple days ago I had a sore throat. The next day I had sneeziness. The next day I was at work
sneeziness.
and everybody hated me. And then I got a little bit better. And then I got worse. And now I'm currently in that worst part. So,
Because if we're talking coldies, I got a pretty bad one, so I'm going to take a nap for a couple of minutes. It'll probably take a while. That is my parody of Tuvlo. So what's new, guys? What's the haps in the world since I've last? I think it's been 3 weeks. One, because I was moving or in the process of having everything packed and on the road. And then the other 2, I just, it's too busy Torontonianing it up.
Too brizzy. Yeah, it's
There's a lot of things going on in this city. Like yesterday, I was
All the
like,
time.
Constant.
"Oh, there's a festival and the Nationals playing." That's only one of my favorite bands, and I didn't know they were here.
Yep.
oh, I thought you were saying like the Washington Nationals are playing the Blue Jays.
No, the National with Peter Mansbridge. That's my favorite band.
Tonight on the National, are Canadians ready enough for recession?
I gotta say, not a bad Mansbridge actually.
Thank you very much.
It was. I got a lot of Lloyd Robertson out of that, actually.
Interesting.
More than I wanted.
That's
Got
interesting,
another
right?
Canadian newscaster out of that. He had a big part, Peter Mansbridge, in Zootopia.
He's a moose, wasn't he?
I think he's
Peter Moosebridge.
I think he had maybe one line.
Yeah.
But
But it's still funny that he was in it at all.
It was.
Hey, Canadians were just happy to be included.
No kidding.
We're just like, oh, geez.
Oh, geez. Eh?
Yeah, Alex, it's not like Halifax when you have a band come to town and everyone goes to see it. It's like
I don't think there's one. I think the biggest concert in Atlantic, Canada this summer is probably Selena Gomez.
Selena Dion Gomez. Sure.
I'm not even sure if she's actually playing Moncton. I heard she was.
Maybe she is. I have no idea. I'm not locked into that
If
sort
you
of
don't know,
thing.
it's probably not happening.
No, because I'm not attuned to anything like I don't listen to the radio or anything like that. So
Yeah, but
you're not front row in the sleep.
unless Springsteen comes back, wasn't that great when Springsteen was here and I wasn't? Oh my gosh,
I didn't see Springsteen.
that's life crushing.
Oh, were you in Saskatchewan when he was there?
Yeah, I was. I was there, and it was great. Except Bruce Springsteen was here. He called me. He was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Matt,
Wow,
I'm here.
Yeah, here's another one.
You're not. What's going on?"
You're Stevie's Van Zandt.
I need another guy to suit me tonight.
Stevie's Underground Garage. What's going on?
Oh, it was so sad. Yeah, I'm going hard on the impressions. I don't know what that's about.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so Selena Gomez is playing Moncton, I guess. Apparently.
Sure.
With
So
Dints and Florida.
it looks like I'll have to...
DNCE, Cake by the Ocean.
DNCE.
What?
With the Jonas Brothers in that band, I had no idea.
Yeah, man, he's got the crazy hair. Yeah, that's true.
Do you guys want to see my view?
Yeah, so let's describe it, Will.
So
Let's do this. Let's tag team
This
this.
is literally a view from the 6. A lot of trees.
View of the 6 from the 6.
A lot of trees, a lot more
It's very
trees.
green, actually. The northern view of the city is quite lovely.
There's a little tiny drake that I saw on your balcony. I saw.
There is a tiny
He's
drake.
he's just little, and he's just right
yeah, we
there.
call him Drake Light.
Drake Light.
Yeah.
He's not.
I see him all pretty much every day. It's really weird. He's just always around.
Okay, dumb question.
Actual
Have
Drake,
you seen an
yes.
actual famous person while you were there, or someone you recognize from?
I mean, I saw the Jays play. So.
Oh, okay.
So there are a
Kinda
lot of
doesn't count.
famous people on the field.
I saw
one
Jose
game-
Bautista like 6 times.
By the way, I saw them play. The one game Jose Bautista was suspended.
Oh.
And it happened to be the same night that Game 6 was playing at the ACC, so it wasn't...
Yeah, but
that's the Raps game, right?
Batista was at the... Well, Batista was calling some people in the lineup, I remember. I don't know if you noticed that.
Was he?
Yeah,
I didn't
he
think
did.
he could do that.
Yeah, he was in... I didn't think he could do that either, but he's just...
So he's
at the
watching
game.
and just calling people on the phone and be like, hey, do this?
Well, he used to call them on the cell phone. No, he was like up in the announced like the PA booth, being like, "And coming up to the bat," you know. I forget.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made
Oh,
little
that's
jokes
awesome.
about the guys too. And then
I thought he'd have that hotel room that right over the Sky Dome, or like right in the Sky Dome. So
yeah.
There's a bunch of them,
Where you
yeah.
can see naked people.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then he was at that game, and then he went right over to ACC for.
It's not much of a
Game 6.
jaunt. I live here now. I know how far it is.
Well, I knew how far it was without living there.
I know now.
And I also knew enough.
Well, it's funny because Will and I went there. I think I've said this before in 2004 when we went there for SummerSlam.
So we saw the
but,
Jays
you could
against.
go.
Well, we saw the Jays
you could see
against
the Jays versus the Orioles,
Yeah.
and then walk to the ACC, and you could see the ACC from Rogers Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close.
Not the case anymore. There's so
Oh,
many,
really?
the whole area, like probably 60. No, not 60, but like 16 residential buildings went up.
Oh, the
like,
skyline!
during that
The
time.
skyline
Oh,
went
wow.
crazy between.
Yeah, they went all along the Gardner.
Yeah.
So if you lived in one of those buildings, could you look and watch Jays games?
You could, but you really don't. I think Jay and Dan talked about this once on a podcast. Like, you don't really want to be by the water in Toronto. It's not where the haps are.
Right.
Not a lot of stuff going on. Like, my neighborhood's pretty perfect for, like, commuting, but also just, like, being kind of, like, a neighborhood while being very close to downtown all at the same time.
Yeah, it's good to be away.
It's kind of the
from
best
it.
of all worlds, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and it's nice and tucked
downtown.
away. I think you got a good thing going.
I do.
That's what I like about the place we moved to a few months ago, where I'm
Yeah.
broadcasting from now, is that it's close enough to stuff. But yeah, once you leave downtown, you kind of be like, all right, now I'm in a actual quiet neighborhood. It's very nice.
Yeah,
we could have
and
kitties.
my girlfriend's friend lives out in BC. They're out in Vancouver. She's a nurse there at BC Children's. She worked at sick kids, but like she just flew in, and I think it was like Will from Toronto to Vancouver was like 5:15 return.
Yeah.
So hopefully, instead of like the 9:50 it was from Halifax, hopefully this move enables me to come visit sometime.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool.
And I was thinking
You specifically,
and I was thinking the inverse of that was to come out and see it.
in the 8. What's Vancouver's number?
Well, it's 604.
7, I would
So
think.
I guess
Oh,
we'd be well. Actually, it's 604 or 778. And I know Toronto has more than one area code too.
In case they was good. Yeah, 647 and 416.
Yeah.
Isn't Van City hip enough?
Yeah, Buzz City. That's what they call Charlotte because of the Hornets.
Yeah.
What do they call the
Rip City?
Blazer? Rip City.
Yeah. I don't know why they
Lob
call
City?
Portland Lib City. Lob City is L.A. Clippers for some reason.
Clippers specifically. Can't really call them Lob City because you're like another team.
Yeah, it's another
also
team
plays
here.
here.
Yeah.
So, Lob Clippers.
City of
Clip
Lakes.
City. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on in Toronto. Went to a mac and cheese festival on Friday night.
A lot of stuff going
Really?
on. Went to a mac and cheese
Yeah.
festival.
There's so much stuff you can do here, and I went to a mac and cheese festival.
Hey, I think that's a good. That sounds
Dude,
like a good
it's
pick.
awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like something that like
I'll
sounds.
send you guys a pic of the mac and cheese, then you guys would be like, wait.
You'd be like,
wait
wait.
a minute. But like, there's
Hold
like
the phone.
everything's a week here. Like it's a week. Like it's Pride Month, which is good for me, which is lovely. But it's funny when I walk to my girlfriend's place. I walk down Church, and the Church Wellesley Village is like the big gay neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
In there, so there's rainbows everywhere. But yeah, the month of June is Pride Month, so there's a lot of activities going on.
And of
It's a good hood.
Oh, here we go. The picture came in. Alex sent to the
Yeah,
macaroni
it
and cheese.
just came down the wire.
So it looks. I'm not gonna lie. Both
Fact
of these
that-
look gross, but that's kind of a mac and cheese problem.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man.
So it's like it's
Pulled pork, mac and cheese,
And then-
Eater,
what's the other one?
just mac and
Those
cheese.
are
with
those
truffle
are
oil.
big noodles.
Yeah, they're fat.
Yeah, neither one of them were actually macaroni. They're like bow tie.
Neither one of them were actually.
It was It's a mac and cheese festival. It was macaroni and pulled pork is what I had.
a lot of
Bow
things,
tie
a
pulled
lot
pork.
of stuffs to do. A lot of stuffs.
Food typically, depending on the lighting too, it doesn't photograph well.
A lot of lines in the city. A lot of lines. A lot of cues.
And a lot of cues.
Queuing up.
I hate it here. I'm moving back.
You're moving back. Too many people, right?
Yeah.
People everywhere, all the time. Do you, how do you get? Do you
A lot
have?
of Asians.
How do you? Alex, how do you get around there?
People.
Uh,
Mostly hoof.
Yeah, hoofing it. Yeah,
I like hoofing.
Shoelace
because
Express.
To get to Bloor's, like the Bloor, it's kind of good. I'm on 2 lines, so like the Bloor station's about a 5-minute walk for me. But by the time I'd like walk there, take the subway down, get off, walk up, it saves you like maybe 5 minutes, and it's like $3 a trip. So I usually just try to hoof it.
Yeah,
I haven't been too far yet. Like I haven't even been. I've been at Young Games, and never mind. So and like up and down, but like I don't know. My girlfriend's basically right at Young Dundas, so that's like where I go, and then we figure it out from there. But subway, streetcar, Uber,
Rickshaw?
Uber. We actually almost took a rickshaw for the Mac and Cheese Festival.
Nice.
But we were both thought we had eaten too much. It'd be kind of unfair to the rickshaw guy. I don't trust rickshaws.
I'm sure he or she is taking heavier, sir.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway,
Does Toronto still have the?
be here and settle in?
They still have the token thing.
Oh, they still have the token, and the tokens are about this big, so they're very easy to lose.
Amazing.
not very
I
smart.
don't have a couch yet either.
You don't have a couch yet?
He doesn't have a
This
couch
is
to
where
lose.
we'll go.
Lose it into.
Oh, he's got a rug though. Lose into a rug.
I do get a rug.
Yeah.
My toupee
Yeah,
is what he's
it's
referring to.
good. It's
I have
well made.
horrific alopecia. I don't know why. Stress-related alopecia.
Wow. It was stressful. Wow. Stress related. Stress related from the move.
Yeah. So what's up, guys?
Yeah.
What's
I don't know. You have the most interesting stuff going on.
Hey, man, come on. That's BS.
Okay.
Oh, you know what's good about Toronto? Which I will
Fascinating.
say one last thing
Yeah.
before we
We can-
never talk about Toronto.
I expect
again,
you to talk about
is,
Toronto the whole time we have this podcast. That's fine. It's interesting.
A lot of craft beers. There's a lot of craft beers, which is
really?
I don't know if you guys know.
You're a big
am a fan of.
Yeah.
I like them. Yeah. So like, there's like if you go to a good LCBO, there's like always 10 you haven't tried for whatever reason. So
Is there a good
my
LCBO
favorite,
by you?
Side launch wheat, summer ice, very good.
Side launch wheat.
Yeah, wheat.
You have a lot of steam whistle away there.
Not a lot of. I don't think I've had a steam whistle yet, but it's not a bad pills. Not a bad pills to swallow.
Oh, I see what you did there. 'Cause some
Did you guys see that, Matt? Did you see that the Stubborn Goat patio, or whatever you would call it? What's it called? Beer garden.
Yeah.
Put a patio on top of the cargo thing.
Oh, really?
Container. Yeah, so they built on top of the container and put a patio on top of the container, so you can actually walk in the container and eat from there.
What? Okay, so that
Things
seems
on
pretty
there,
rad.
yeah.
Like, I'm definitely,
Yeah.
I don't really want to protest it because it seems too cool. So I'll have to check that out and see what it's like.
Yeah, Derek
Stub
and I
go.
discussed that. We're like, you know what? We're not going to be a part of it. But you're like, yeah, you bid on it, you won it. What can you do?
Yeah, exactly.
stubborn
Wasn't out to
goat. Yeah.
work with that often. I don't know what the weather's been like in Halifax. Like Toronto, it's May and it is stiflingly hot.
Well, it's
It is
actually
June.
25,
It's June.
feels like 30 every day. Very humid.
It's June.
I don't know how I'm going to survive. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's gonna get way worse. Hot town summer in the
For
city.
May, it was just kind of like, oh, what's July like here? Everyone's like, we don't talk about July. I'm like, all right.
Hey, what's July like? Now I'm here in Toronto City.
Yes. Impression number 3.
Yeah.
F- on
What's
that.
it
Not
like
really,
there in July?
Did you say S?
In July.
Did you say S? He said
He said F. I'd like to get to Halifax in the summertime again too, but it's just a matter of time. And
Yeah, just going every
wanna-
year in the winter, it's not the same. It's,
No,
it's like
it's
going
not.
anywhere where the weather's lousy. You're like, everyone's like, I swear to God, it was cool yesterday.
Hey man, it wasn't lousy on Christmas Day Christmas Day. We
Yeah,
played.
we're throwing a football
Yeah,
on
play
Christmas
football.
Day, and there was a
Yeah, that's pretty
friggin'
rad.
bunny in our backyard.
It was a bunny. I remember that.
It's a bunny rabbit.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you? There we go. See, Matt, I got it too.
You want
Now, just to be clear, that's a cover. I was doing full impressions.
I sounded like
Give me 1 second. I
Whatever
gotta
that
turn
is.
on my. I'm schwitzing like a pudding at a picnic right now.
Jefferson
I'll be right
Starship.
back. BRB.
Oh my, he is not. Whoa, Al, he is not wearing pants. I just noticed that. Oh my good gracious.
Well, this is what I would do last couple weeks when you would go play with the kiddies. I would usually do little
Oh, you
updates.
do a little update.
I should just do a side podcast when you guys go do things.
Sidecast.
It's like, okay, and back on my podcast about craft soda, I had one. It was called
Craft
It was called
soda.
Ginger Ale, and it's Jim Allen's latest. Jim Allen, Tim Allen's brother.
I go by James now. Okay, my brother got too famous for that, so I can't be Jim Allen.
It's called root beer. And actually, I think it's an improvement of his cola. I think I was impressed by that.
Ho 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 cola.
No,
Ho ho green giant. Yeah.
Alex, I'm sure you're never stopping talking about Toronto.
I will never stop.
That reminds me actually of a movie I saw
Oh.
on
Dude,
Friday night.
I want to see it so bad.
Planet of the Apes.
dawn of the of the rise of Planet of the Opals. Opals the Bononos. Yeah, I saw Popstar. Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Really? I did not strike you as like a Lonely Island fan.
What?
I did not know you were into Andy Samberg.
He's got all the Brooklyn Nine-Nine seasons.
I'm
kidding.
okay.
I was actually
messing with you.
I actually thought you were serious, and I was like, "Oh no, I failed as like a person trying to share my interests." I
failed.
No, clearly you're a big Amber Sandy fan. Did you watch the prequel Hot Rod beforehand?
I had seen Hot Rod before. I haven't seen it recently, and it's not written by them. Let's be clear.
I sure think it was written by a female writer. It was originally written for Will Ferrell, and then he took it over. But whatever it is, it's still a very funny movie.
Oh, yeah.
Hot Rod. But we'll talk about this movie, which is the first Lonely Island feature film.
Yep. Starring Andy Samberg. It has Akiva and Yorma in there as well, but they also co-directed the movie.
Oh, they co-directed.
Yeah, co-directed.
Steve directed a couple things, and I know Yorma directed
randomly
MacGruber. I want to say.
It's not really random. He was at SNL at the time. And
Random.
I guess, yeah. It just seems like a weird movie to be like your first.
To be your first movie.
I don't know.
He might have actually written the MacGruber sketches. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem that crazy to think.
No, it does not.
Yeah. But, so they're also in it. They're in the movie, too, in Popstar. And, so it's about this guy, Connor For Real. And
Oh, his name's Connor For Real?
Yeah, like his name was Connor Friel, but he changed it to Connor For Real, which is amazing. Which is great. And I feel like the promotion of this movie has been, like, huge. I mean, maybe it's just because I've seen a lot of clips on YouTube and I'm interested in it.
I haven't seen, and maybe it's because I was moving and, like, was kind of out of touch, but, like, I haven't seen anything about it.
Yeah.
I've heard a couple of the songs, which are fantastic, which is not surprising.
The best.
The Weirdo video. I like that one.
I like the Weirdo video a lot, actually. He does this, like...
I think it's very funny, because it's a one-take rap.
I think I've only heard, like, the Mona Lisa one and, like, a couple other ones.
So, yeah, it's like this one-take, like, it's supposed to look almost like freestyle.
Yeah.
But it's, like, it's on YouTube. It's an animal unto itself. It's not in the movie. It's just kind of, like, promotional thing.
No, it's just a fun 2-minute video.
Best picture. Must be doing something right.
I'm feeding myself. Man, I'm not right. I'm a weirdo.
It's good. You gotta check it out. Yeah. You gotta check it out. Okay. So I was into this movie because it's obviously it's Lonely Island. It's the music. There was a video, and I won't go into too much detail because it's pretty crazy. But there's a video that they did for SNL a couple weeks ago for the Fred Armisen season finale.
Yeah,
and they played Connor For Real's "Finest Girl," which if you like the Lonely Island, you'll hopefully find that to be funny. If you think they're crass, you'll probably find it extreme. But it's really great. And that actually shows up in the movie at one point. Not the video, but actually the song.
Is that the one? That's not the one with Adam Levine.
No. It's the one with Vanessa Bayer.
Oh God! Yeah.
I don't want to say what the actual the thing that would remind you of it. It's better if you go into it.
Don't watch it, guys. It's very crass and inappropriate.
It's
friggin' hilarious.
It's too funny. So
it's so random.
It's
so random. Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm good. I'm back.
So it's a comedy movie. It's not like. The plot is kind of...
Is he clearly parodying somebody? Like, it's kind of like a behind-the-scenes look at, like, a Bieber or One Direction or...
Yeah,
it is
they made
Shawn Mendes.
It is fully a mockumentary. That's the whole... Okay. That's the conceit of the movie. It's a mockumentary.
They also made it clear that they're not spoofing Bieber specifically. Like, they're not like... No, we're not, like, making fun of Justin Bieber. We worked with him on SNL with, doing digital shorts. So it's like... No, it's more about Popstar... in general.
Yes, there are definitely things that are Bieber-esque at 100%.
Yeah. They almost have to be.
There's also, like, people name drop One Direction in the movie as like a thing. People going. Another comparison somebody made was that it's like a Justin Timberlake sort of thing too. Leaving because Connor For Real was in a boy band or like in a band with these guys before he broke out on his own. Right. And we start the movie as he's about to release his second album, Conquest, after his first album, which is called Thriller, also.
Oh my God!
It's called Thriller. And so things don't go great for him right off the bat. But it's a comedy movie. It's not a very even comedy movie. So there's parts where you're kind of like, the stretches where you're like, okay, like you're a little bogged down in the plot, and it's not, you're not kind of maintaining parts of it. But there's also parts, this really original parts. There's a part where section where they just like, people get into a fight, so they're like, turn off the cameras, and they do something really creative there, which I really appreciated. So if you go see the movie, hopefully you'll find the same thing there. The music's great. It's very funny.
What's good about Lonely Island is like they're very much fans of music and hip hop specifically. So maybe it kind of rolls into that thing. But the music, besides being funny, is also like a very good quality.
Oh yeah,
which helps it. It's very well produced, and they're kind of perfectionists on that end. So that helps all the things. They don't really half-ass it on that end. They're like, no, we actually release like legit albums. They just happen to be
they're funny songs, and they're well done. It's kind of like my opinion on Tenacious D too. It's like the songs are funny, but they're also like there's good songs.
They're good, yeah. Like Rage can actually, rage. Cage can rage.
It's funny that there's a song near the beginning. It's called Equal Rights, and it's one of those things where if you ever watch SNL and you're watching a sketch and you're like, what's the funny part of this? Like, what's going to happen here? It's going to be like different. Twist? Yeah. What's the twist?
Where's Shyamalan?
And so when he started that song, I was like, I didn't really know what it was, but so it went on. It just got perfect. It was very, very well done. So yeah, it's like it's not super even. It's 87 minutes, but kind of like it's trying to get there.
Yeah, it's like we have about 70 minutes of a movie. Let's try to make this a feature.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I say that without being too critical. Emily came inside.
Did she like it?
She did. Yeah. I think she did. There's parts of it that were a bit much. But
you guys just like leaving the theater singing the songs, like the car on the way home, just be like, yeah.
Definitely. I think I definitely did that.
Nice.
We went on opening night, and there's like 6 or 8 other people in the theater. That makes sense. It's a comedy. I don't know how much the business they expected to do.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers, and they aren't good for them, unfortunately.
It wasn't a good weekend in general.
No, Turtles didn't do.
Ninja Turtles made 35, and that was the number one, which is real lousy.
Yeah, so it's probably Popstar did. It also has Turtles in it. So
okay.
Just so you know, that's the thing.
I want to mention a movie I watched. Whenever you're done with this one, Maddie.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it's good.
AKA wrap it up, bro.
Yeah,
no, not wrap
I'll
it
probably
up.
See it. I do want to see it. There's a lot of movies
too.
not a lot of movies I need to see, but I really want to see The Nice Guys, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
With Russell Crowe.
I keep forgetting
and Ryan
about
Gosling,
that one.
So I want to see that, and then Finding Dory I think comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Zootopia crossed a bill worldwide. I saw that.
Wow, good for them.
Okay,
Isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
All right, so
yeah, check it out. Check out Popstar.
Never Stop, Never Stopping gets a check it out, which is akin to about 7.5 out of 10 for Matt.
Sure, whatever you say. Will,
I watched Pocky. X-Men
Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, gosh, no spoilers. I'm going to see that very soon.
Yeah. I'm not spoiling it.
Mystery Zoc in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's in every movie.
I just wanted to kind of say that. I saw it with Ian, and once it was done, we were just like, "That was kind of badass." I was pleasantly surprised by it. We kind of went into it being like, as far as comic movie series go, it's like, well, it goes, the Marvel Avengers series, and then everything kind of trickles down from there. And we're kind of like hearing not great reviews of Apocalypse heading into it, and we're like, well, maybe we don't care about this.
48% in RTs.
Yeah, it's like maybe we don't care about this franchise as much as we thought, but we watched it, and it was I thought that was a fitting end to this trilogy.
I mean, that could be good or bad when something gets a low, because you can go see it and be like, I am not. It's like when Matt saw Terminator Genesis. And he's like, I kept waiting for it to get bad, and it just didn't.
I rewatched that this week because it was on Netflix, and I felt very much the same way.
That and Rogue Nation, like, there's a couple good movies on there now. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you too bad, but sometimes that those ratings or the reviews can either make or break it, even in both. In more ways than one.
I kind of felt that way about Apocalypse, though, which is like, I was waiting for it to get bad, and then I was like, no, it just was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I had an enjoyable time. And
Ian liked it as well.
Yeah, we both left and were just kind of like, no, it was like, it was good. So that's kind of how we felt about it. So there we go.
It was more no Civil War.
Oh, it's no Civil War, no.
Yeah,
no, nothing is. But yeah, we both kind of left the theater being like, pleasantly surprised.
Apocalypse gets from Will. So that's
I'll take that. That's solid. Mm-hmm. Take a solid.
Mm-hmm. Better than Batman v Superman. I'll throw that out there.
That's good.
Right, which I don't know if I'm going to see it or not. Like, you guys are like, it's good, it was bad, but we liked it. And Claude was just like, it's terrible, don't see it. And
yeah?
My roommate fell asleep at it.
I will not make anyone go see it.
Yeah, I do want to see the 3 hour, the even longer cut that they're going to put out on video. I do want to see that because it's on video and you can pause it halfway through and grab a sandwich at your own house if you wanted to.
You could too go for a jog, do anything.
There was another trailer for before the film. We saw another trailer for like a newer trailer for Star Trek Beyond and a newer trailer for Independence Day, which the Independence Day sequel. I'm like, I don't know who they think is going to see this movie.
Yeah,
Miley.
Like, dude, I just without Will Smith in it, I just don't see a point in making it.
Yeah, it's really hard to like. He was the attractive part. He was the human element to it.
He's very attractive.
Yeah.
No,
but they're like it's like Jeff Goldblum is going to carry this movie supposedly, or one of those Hemsworths.
Liam
Hemsworth. Yeah.
Liam.
Like I don't know why you can't just put Will Smith in there and be like, I got this, and then like he gets killed by the aliens in the movie, and you're like, oh no, like he kind of does like a Han Solo in the Force Awakens. Where he's like the old guard, and then he dies, and you're like, oh, now he's got to,
Well, the hard part is getting him in the movie,
which I guess he had no
getting
interest
him to
in.
agree to it, which I guess he probably didn't have any interest in.
I think
Harrison Ford only had interest in Star Wars because he killed him off.
Please kill me.
Yeah,
off.
like don't worry, it's gonna be one. He's like, all right, well, I could do that.
He's like, I wanted George.
I remember back in the way back in the day, he was on the Rosie O'Donnell show, and she's like, "Would you do like a Star Wars game?" He's like, "No," and we're like, "What?"
Sorry, what? Well, his advice to the kids like going for the young Han Solo role was great. It's just like, don't do it.
I love him so much. He ends up on like Jimmy Kimmel or something like that because he's so like
dresses a hot dog.
Or Conan. He's game, but also like he does not compromise on being any more sociable than he already isn't.
The stuff with him and Jordan Schlansky when Jordan Schlansky shows up and asks him
when
something,
he drops the Millennium Falcon, aka throws it over his head.
It's like, can I all sign this part here? Oh, it kills me. Anyway, so yeah, the Independence Day sequel, I'm not likely to go see it unless you guys are. You guys want to go see it?
God, no. No, I don't even really think I ever saw the first one.
The first one you just kind of saw like it was just on at somebody's house on video.
Who directed it? Rahm Emanuel? What's his name?
Rahm Emanuel. Yep, the
mayor of Chicago.
Former chief of staff for the Obama White House.
Roland Emmerich.
Yeah. Roland Emmerich. Yeah, I was close. Rahm Emanuel, Roland Emmerich.
It started.
There's definitely an alliteration thing going
King
on
of
there.
Chicago.
Oh, I was just looking at
Abe Froman.
You know what's funny? I was on the IMDb page.
Mr. Froman,
it was,
Entre-nous.
It was celebrating Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, he produced.
That's another thing too. I want to go to Chicago now that I'm close by, and I've actually heard. I was talking to somebody last week who's like, my favorite drive from Toronto is Pittsburgh. I was like, really?
Oh, buddy.
He said it's about 5 hours. He says it's beautiful.
Oh,
wow, that is totally.
How's this for a lob? He threw it up, and now it's the seg of the Senchmat drive to Pittsburgh. What would he see down there?
Well, nothing, because the NHL Finals is in San Jose right now, you idiot.
Yeah, but they've got another game there.
I got to touch on, if you Google Abe Froman, the Google image results, half of them are that guy with a tiny mustache.
Yeah, it's the Maître D.
Oh, it's so great. He's got such a terrible face.
Young man, Entre-nous.
But I mean, the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, the Sharks did not tie it up. It made it 2-1.
Nope.
I thought the Penguins...
That was not enjoyable.
Penguins looked good the whole time, though. Otherwise, I thought there was a tight game.
They outplayed them. Well, they had like 42 shots or something.
I actually missed the whole game except for the overtime, and I was like, man, like Pittsburgh's been really good at ending it early. Like every time I went to overtime, and then they'd score like 2 minutes in, and then that didn't happen, which was annoying.
Yeah,
it was such a seeing eye. It was such a nice shot though. Like Murray had no chance on that. The guy coming around the net and just roofing it over.
Hey, and I had Junis Droskoy in my office pool to score the overtime winner.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Is that who scored it?
Yes.
Yeah, just some guy.
Junis Donskoy, just some guy. This is his first career overtime winner. He's from Finland.
It's funny this the Stanley Cup final, like often there's narratives to it like these goalies are so good. These goalies are just kind of all right. Matt Murray's great, but like they're not lights out. They are low scoring, but I don't think it's a function of the goaltending necessarily.
You think it's
I mean usually like Quick will have like an okay season, then like for some reason the playoffs will just be a madman, or like when Vancouver lost to Boston, that whole
Tim
playoff
Thomas
for Boston was really about Tim Thomas.
Couldn't beat Tim Thomas.
He played out of his
Corey,
mind.
Crawford, and there's been a lot of goalie-esque Vezina winning moments for them. So yeah, this playoff there definitely wasn't a goalie who seems to be stealing everything, and they're both like Murray was a backup. The
goalie story
they played in Tampa was mostly a backup, and who's the goalie for San Jose right now?
Martin Jones.
Martin Jones?
Yeah.
So where was he before? Because that name sounds familiar to me.
He was in Los Angeles. He was the backup to Mr. Quick.
Okay. And then
Reimer's in San Jose too, but I don't think he's going to play in this series.
The guy Toronto picked up, their goalie, he was the backup in LA way back, wasn't he? Who's their goalie right now? The French guy? Bernier.
Yeah.
Bernier was the backup in
LA, yeah.
Los Angeles as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cam Talbot was the backup in New York, and he played in. So Martin Jones, yeah, he's from North Vancouver. He's from around here. But
Martin Jones is?
Yeah. It's the goaltending story in the Stanley Cup Final is interesting to me because these are just kind of a couple of unknowns. But I think they're playing really.
I mean, what I'm seeing from Sports Central, and I haven't really seen much from Sports Center because they've had the French Open, so that ends up taking up like 3 weeks of Sports Center mornings.
Well,
it seems to be that they think that there's no real clear cut. Not Vezina. Conn Smythe winner right now, or leader. Some people say Crosby, even though he's not putting up a ton of points, he's still playing really well.
Yeah, sure.
You can make a case for someone from the HBK line.
Crosby just quarterbacking that game winner the other night. The game.
Yeah, but if you
awesome.
see Crosby after the game, he's like, I do that 25 times a game. It just failed the other 24 times.
I know.
It just happened to be like
the great thing about sports. Yeah, it's like the one thing that works.
Good. I do that all the time. I always have an idea in the face-off. It just never works.
Yeah, it just never works. And that's why I'm the captain.
So hopefully Pittsburgh can make short work of San Jose. I do not like them making it 2-1. It's upsetting to me.
Yeah, I think the Penguins are still en route to win 5 or 6, I'd say.
I mean, either way, it's kind of an interesting one to get in a second cup or, San Jose actually winning a cup. It'd be a good story either way. There's no, it's not like a team I hate out there like when Boston won. But, I mean, obviously I'm still very much rooting for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much rooting for Pittsburgh as well. I just think it's great that they have so much of the core from the 2009 team. And I just
so much kind of lines up with it in terms of like they fired their coach midway through the season.
Yeah.
They made a midseason pickup that ended up being a big coup for them. So kind of the narrative follows that season as well.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Does Bylsma end up anywhere else?
Biles was the coach of the Buffalo Sabres.
Okay, I did not know.
Yeah, good for him.
So actually,
you're
close
somewhere,
enough
but sometimes
to
guys just disappear.
Yeah, you're close enough to Buffalo. You could go down there and watch a hockey game if you wanted to.
I could, yeah, if I'm a big Bylsma fan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No, and
Jack Eichel.
Yeah, he is in.
Speaking of hockey, too, the QMJHL draft was this weekend. The Mooseheads had the top 2 picks.
So they traded for that second one.
Benoit Olivier Gruel or something like that.
I thought it was. I'm not gonna get this wrong. I thought I had it, but then you said that, so now I'm not so sure.
Oh, well, I don't know. You look it up.
How do they
take a look? It's in a book.
How do they draft kids in junior? I'm not really familiar. Like the NHL draft is pretty straightforward, but for junior, you just kind of like
you scout and you pick guys.
Scout and pick guys. Okay.
Yeah, from major midget typically.
Okay.
That's the only place they come from.
But there's did the kids show up, or do they just give them a call and be like, "Hey"?
They show up. Well, the big ones.
I think the top 5 would. I don't think it's not like a big thing in the NHL where there'd be a ton of people there. But Gruel was at there, or whatever his name is.
This plug on your midget A team just shows up, be like, "Hey, I got a good feeling."
Olivier Gruel. Yeah,
it's a great name.
Okay.
Congratulations to the London Knights, and if we didn't say so, winning.
Did they win the
Mem Cup over there in Red Deer?
Yeah. Oh, well, the only thing I'd seen from them was they won one of the games 9-2, and I was like, well, they're going to win the whole thing. Because that's, what's his name, Dale
Hunter?
Dale Hunter, yeah.
Dale Howard,
the coach/owner.
Here we go.
This is
team. Hockeying it up. I like it.
That's what they say, man. That's the term, hockeying it up. That's a very good point.
Where is he? Yeah, London. Yeah, you're right. Oh, he's been there for a long time.
Yeah, he was there, I think.
He owns the team, I think.
Something like that.
Because didn't he go to Washington and coach for a bit and then come back?
Yeah, coached the season there, yeah.
Okay, just one season. Wow. And Trotz is now the coach of Washington?
Barry
It
Trotz,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
Who cares? There's only 2 teams left.
Yeah,
The NBA Finals are on. Game 2 was last night.
Oh,
that was
crazy. That was crazy.
That's a long break between the two of them.
It is a long break.
Like it went,
yeah, and the Stanley Cup Finals the same way too. It was like 2 nights, I think.
3 days or 2 days in a row. Yeah. I guess when you're traveling across the country like that, I mean, the interesting thing in the basketball is that it's not staying in Golden State, so it's not like they had to go very far because it's only game 2. But in hockey, I guess when you have to save 1 day for travel, then get there, then play the next day after that, so it makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
I
it's on Thursday. Okay. I can't believe that Steph put up those numbers in game 1 and they still won.
Or didn't. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they have arguably the 2 best shooters. Like, they have Steph, but also Klay Thompson, who's their other guard, their shooting guard, is really a really good player. But Sean Livingston, 20 points off the bench. And that's why LeBron, the post-game press conference, kind of like, they had 60 points off the bench. We had 22. Like, that's the difference. And you're like, yeah, I mean, seems like you're really pushing the blame elsewhere, but whatever.
Yeah, well, he had pretty good numbers in that game. I mean, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he always will. I mean, he's not really. I think Steph put up 9, and Klay Thompson put up like 11 points or something ridiculous like that. But that's what you need, in the NHL. That's why Pittsburgh's so good, because they have that HBK line. You need that depth, and guys to kind of step up when no one else is going to, because they can't step up every game. Especially both these teams, Golden State and Cleveland. I mean, they're both in the finals last year, so they haven't had. I mean, they played the most basketball of anybody the last 2 years. By quite a bit, so.
Yeah, I was watching an all-access thing at my buddy's place the other night when we were watching the Cup final game. It was this thing he recorded. It was like 24/7, the HBO thing, but it was like about the Stanley Cup conference finals. And John Cooper was in the dressing room with the Lightning, and he's like, "This is our 40th playoff game in 2 years."
Yeah, it's
he's
ridiculous.
like, "All right, so let's go out and win. Let's make it to the next series and play, possibly 7 more."
Play more.
Like the amount.
I remember watching him on the bench. He has this really weird ritual where I think he has to go see a movie the night before a game. Mm-hmm. He takes a piece of gum, looks at it, reads the comic, eats the gum, and then throws the wrapper at his backup goalie. I think is his pregame
has to
ritual.
Be and if a gust of wind takes that gum wrapper away,
yeah, it's upsetting.
Yeah, then they're definitely
it's like something really specific like that. I don't know if it's just in the playoffs or if it's just home games, but he has that weird ritual.
That's awesome. I like that.
And Sid's kind of a superstitious guy too.
Does he have? What I didn't notice is that I don't know you're allowed to do this, but I saw Joe Thornton on the bench with smelling salts,
shaving.
Yeah, they had a big shot of that right off the bat.
That's what Brady. Like, you see Brady before a game, he's always huffing something out of a Gatorade cup, like smelling salts or something. Just going at it. Also, Julian Edelman get a new haircut, which means I have to get a new haircut.
Oh my gosh, what's it look like? How can I find it?
I don't know. Insta.
I have to instantly gram it.
Oh, congratulations to Novak Djokovic beating Andy Murray in the French Open.
Career Grand Salami.
Was that it?
It's career Grand Slam right there. That's why I don't report on tennis. I have a hard time saying career Grand Slam.
I like Andy Murray. He's a good guy. Good kid. Good Canadian kid.
I like Joker. He's just a scary dude.
Yeah, Joker, I
can see why people don't like him. Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah. His Twitter bio says, "Laugh as long as you breathe, love as long as you live," which I wouldn't have guessed in a million years would be his Twitter bio.
Who says?
Joker.
Really?
That's his Twitter bio. Laugh as long as you
say, like, Serbian tennis player.
I play tennis.
Good. It should just say good at sports.
I create quite a racket. Ha ha ha. That was joke.
Terrible. That was joke.
That was joke. Just like my name. That was Joker. Big ups to him. Big ups to Exaggerator for winning. Wait, that was a couple weeks ago. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't handle much more Exaggerator talk. It's really been blown out of proportion.
Oh, snap.
I don't get the reference, but that's cool.
He's a horse.
Hey, Alex, if I was going to go see UFC 200, what would I see there?
Oh, snap. Yeah. Oh, there was a UFC.
There's 2 things.
Yes.
There's UFC on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of sports.
It was an okay card. I mean, it ended up being, it's kind of one of those cards that on paper you're like, whatever. And then every fight ended up being really good. So, Dan Henderson's like 48 years old and won. And
is he 48?
Dominic Cruz is now 22-1 and beat Uriah Faber for the 3rd time. And randomly, Michael Bisping won the middleweight championship. He's 37. First title fight ever, and finally came up with a win, which was pretty surprising. 2 things happened at UFC 199. One was Bisping winning the title. No, 3 things. Okay.
No, 4 things.
So that happened. Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz got announced for UFC 202, and then Ariel Helwani broke the news that Brock Lesnar is returning to UFC, still under contract with the WWE as far as I know.
He is.
WWE granted him, whatever you're going to call it.
Vince gave him a one-off.
Temporary. Yeah, gave him a one-off, so he's going to be fighting at UFC 200. So, Ariel Helwani is probably the most famous MMA reporter that there is right now. He broke that news from UFC 199. UFC found out about it, got pissed, kicked him out of the event, and took away his credentials for life.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what you get, man, apparently.
He's like, I just reported a story that I always do. Like, UFC has, and Dana White specifically always has been pretty terrible for handling stuff. Handling any type of adversity. They're just like, you know what? Go F yourself for life. We're done here. And you're like, well, maybe just bring it down a notch.
What? Bring it down a couple of... That's brutal.
Yeah. So I'm sure, though, cooler heads will prevail, but it's such a weird story coming from it. It kind of overshadowed everything else. But yeah, the big news is, it's kind of weird because Brock Lesnar, like UFC 200 is the next pay-per-view, and that comes up like basically a month from Saturday, so I think it's July 9th is UFC 200. So the biggest bought event of all time was UFC 100, which had George St. Pierre against somebody, Josh Koscheck. Can't remember. And then Brock Lesnar fought Frank Mir, pulled a horseshoe out of his butt, and whipped him over the head with it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't drink a Bud Light. He was going to have some Coors Light. Oh, yeah, he was way over the top. But anyway, that had like 1.6 million buys, which is easily their biggest bought event of all time. So they're bringing him back for a one-off. Not sure what the point of it is. Not sure why anyone really... I mean, Brock Lesnar...
I think it
It's
benefits...
just a money-making machine. Like, everyone's very interested in him as a person.
He's a money-making beast.
So
I think it benefits
to see,
WWE
but he's not going to be
more.
able to have a full training camp unless he's already been training for a couple weeks without anyone noticing, and he doesn't have an opponent yet.
Oh, he should face...
Might fight CM Punk. I don't know.
No, he's definitely not going to.
That'd be hilarious.
But I think this is better promotion for WWE than it is for UFC.
Oh, it's good for everybody involved, but if you're a true fan of it, you're kind of like, well, this is just going to be like a weird exhibition.
Kind of like a
He
circuit.
doesn't really care.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's nothing to fight for, really, except for bragging rights.
My friend Tom was like, he's going to sort his life out. I'm like, what's he got to... Like, maybe, but he also gets paid millions of dollars either way, so...
Yeah, he's still...
Like he has to really... Yeah.
He's still got 10 months on his UFC contract. Or WWE contract.
WWE contract. Okay.
So they also have him promoted for SummerSlam. Like, he'll be at SummerSlam in Brooklyn. There's also a show they're doing in Hawaii, and he's going to be a part of it. At least on, like...
WWE is.
Yeah, he's on, like, the super preliminary card.
Okay.
For that show, so...
And where's that?
Hawaii? I think it's in Honolulu.
Oh, sorry, when is that, sorry?
That is... July, I think. I think it's coming up rather soon.
But then he can't do that. He's gonna have no time for that. Ain't nobody got no time for that.
Yeah, it can't be on the same day, can it? That's why it's like a super preliminary card. It's like, oh.
Well, it can't even be. You also have medical suspensions a lot when you deal with
fighting
stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it's June 29th. There's no way he's gonna be there.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
a week before the fight or something.
I guess
like that. So I have no idea how the UFC. Maybe I'll just search the UFC 200 card because I really have no idea what's on it other than Lesnar's fighting blank, and who knows.
Somebody ran down the card for me yesterday, and like it was good.
Well, I mean,
but
the biggest fight on it got canceled, right? Because it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, it's John Jones against Daniel Cormier. Okay, that's a big fight. I didn't know that was coming up so soon.
Is it against DC? I thought somebody was subbing in for DC. No, that's the one
that already happened. So Daniel Cormier got injured for one fight. John Jones fought Olivier St. Preux, and so this is happening now. So Brock Lesnar against TBD, Misha Tate against Amanda Nunes. Okay, like it was supposed to be. Conor McGregor was supposed to be on there, and there was a chance that what's her name, Ronda Rousey was going to be on there, but that didn't happen. So it won't be as big a fight as our biggest card is UFC 200, UFC 100. This will be pretty big. Yeah.
But they want it to be they want to beat that buy, right? For 200.
Yes, they do. Whether it happens or not, it won't happen because it just won't happen.
We'll just start planning for 300 then.
What was interesting about the UFC 100 is that you had Brock Lesnar against Frank Mir, but Brock Lesnar had already fought Frank Mir once, and Frank Mir had beaten him in his first ever. So Brock Lesnar had only had one MMA fight. Then he signed with UFC, fought Frank Mir at UFC 87, got tapped out in like a minute and a half, and then went from there. So there's already bad blood brewing there. So that was that on top of it. It wasn't just the fact that Brock Lesnar's there, and now he's coming in with no rivalry. Like, I don't know who he's going to fight. Maybe Shane Carwin, if Shane Carwin's still around.
How old is Shane Carwin by now?
I don't know, 74.
He's 74.
He's not that
He looks
old.
good.
Yeah, he is 41. And he's retired too, but he said he'd take the fight. I don't know.
So you just have like these two kind of... I mean, Brock's not old, but he's old in MMA years.
He's old in MMA years. He's 37.
He's 37?
Which is the same age of Michael Bisping, who just won the middleweight title. That was a really weird fight. I would never have pegged him to have won that fight.
Yeah?
It's just kind of surprising, yeah.
Well, that's why they play the games. That's why they play the fights. Fight the fights.
Hello? Yeah, that's true.
You win to play the game. Play to win the game.
Oh, my God.
Holy
crap. Okay, wait.
What?
I Googled Michael Bisping.
Yeah, oh no.
And the thing that came up in the sidebar was Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage. There's another Triple X movie.
Yeah, and
coming out.
Vin is going to be in it, dog.
Wow.
Yeah, Vin's back in a big bad
In
way.
it to win it.
Who's in the second one?
Ice Cube.
Oh, my God.
It was Triple X State of the Union.
Oh, my God.
And Ice Cube was in it.
I just got to run down... Oh,
Nothing sells a movie like a State of the Union, by the way.
I'm so excited right now.
People are clamoring to see the
They
State
want
of
to see.
the Union.
Yeah, they want to know.
Yeah.
Gotta
They
know.
want to know how the Union is doing.
Yeah, got to know the state of that union.
See, and I'm sure he thought the last Witch Hunter was going to be a bigger movie than it was.
Oh, wait, is that the... No, that's not the Nick Cage.
Wait, he did another Chronicles of Riddick movie called Riddick?
Yeah, like recently.
Yeah, last summer, 2
last
summers ago.
summer, yeah.
It says 2013 on it.
Oh, okay, 3 summers ago.
What the hell?
Have you
Guy's just
not been up
3
on
movies.
Vin?
He's just the same 3 movies over and over and over again.
Tell me you've seen the Vin Diesel Street Sharks video of him in '94 selling Street Sharks.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. That sounds great.
It's like a little YouTube video of him like sounding super Brooklyn in like '94, being like, "And this is Hammerhead, and he comes at you and he hits you with," and he's like playing with Street Shark toys.
Like, I don't know what happened to him, Andrew Luck, and Andre the Giant, but also this weird like voice modulation. It's like, hey, you guys, like
him, Andrew Luck, and Arnie, those 3 people.
Yeah, those 3 people. Yeah, and well, Lou Ferrigno, but he's deaf in 1 ear, so I think that
He is deaf in 1 ear.
Yeah, that would definitely do it.
for Arnold. God, it's a great movie. I'm gonna watch that again.
Pumping Iron.
It's the best. First of all, it's got the best theme song of all time. It's so good. Ah, man, such a great movie.
8, Fast and Furious 9. Fast
Anyway,
and Furious 10.
sorry. So UFC, and then I apologize, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news that you may already know: there's going to be a third Triple X movie.
Yes, Triple X. The Return of Xander.
There's going to be a Fast. Here's what his filmography looks like right now.
Yeah, I know. I see
So,
Fast 9 and Fast 10. Yep. 2021.
8, 9, and 10.
2021,
Guardians of the
bro.
Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Riddick is the third, because there's before.
Keep going.
What's the original Riddick movie? It's called
Pitch Perfect? No, Pitch Black.
Pitch Black. Okay.
Pitch Perfect.
Which now is called.
Or did they rename it?
Okay, no. It's called Pitch Black.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
And then Chronicles of Riddick,
Yeah.
starring Dame Judi Dench, who's like, I don't know what the hell is going on in this movie.
Yeah, did I watch it? Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh, probably. He probably liked it. Idiot. I still haven't seen
harsh.
Fast 7, but I haven't seen Fast 6 either. So
I give him a high recommendation. They're better than the Riddick movies.
I watched Fast 5, and I was like, not getting it. Like for some
You weren't
reason,
into
it's
it?
Like,
Oh.
I was not into it, and I was just like, I don't know.
Which one was Fast 5? I lost track. They're just all ridiculous is what you got.
All I remember from Fast 7 is Jason Statham in it.
Yes, and he shows
Yeah,
up in like
so-
every scene. It's amazing.
But he like was showing a clip on Jimmy Kimmel, Vin Diesel was, and then like shows up with them, and they're gonna fight each other. So Vin Diesel has like I don't know what he has, and
Like
then
a wrench or
Jason
something.
Statham just has a humongous wrench.
Yeah.
That would like clearly actually kill you if you hit anybody with
dude,
it.
they have
just
the
pull it
most-
out like they're gonna fight.
They have the killiest fight ever, and Vin just walks away from it. It's the best.
Oh my god!
Like they're all
I'm
like
not gonna
everybody
watch
in the
this.
Fast and Furious movie is apparently an enhanced. Like they're all, they'll have like Captain America's serum in them, and they're just normal people. Like even Ludacris is apparently a kung fu master. It's the best.
Which is ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. It's ludicrous, I would say.
What?
Yeah. I am playing around. No, it's great. And
what's that other rapper's name? Oh, I can't remember now.
What's that other rapper's name?
But there's like Ludacris, and at the same time, it was like, shake your ass.
Mystical.
And
he came back in a big bad way on the
and Nocturnal.
And that
there's some good rapper names back in the day.
Bruno Mars track. What was it called? Feel good in this something. All right. Feel right in this something. All right.
Yeah, well, you're really good at Bruno Mars. Then.
He's not Bruno Mars at all. What was the name of that?
Barzin.
What was the name of that band though? It was like the Uptown Funk
Trio,
duo, and like
something.
Because they did the 2 songs on SNL. I remember that they did Uptown Funk and then did the Mystical one, whatever it was.
Matt,
called.
Did you want to talk about?
Anyway, talk amongst yourselves.
Don't say talk about it, Maddie.
What's up, man?
You there? Oh, sorry, I lost your video.
I'm here.
You want to talk about the Garfield Spider-Mans?
The Garfield Spider-Mans, which is...
Was that a good segue, everyone?
I liked it.
Sounds amazing.
The Garfield Spider-Mans is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Garfield Spider-Man. No, I want to talk about just kind
Mondays.
of briefly the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies because I think they were both put on Netflix recently. I'm not like the second one definitely was put on Netflix this week, and then the other one might have already been there, but
I think the other one was already there.
It was already there. Okay, so I came back to it. So I watched.
There's a lot of things that are on Netflix that I didn't realize were and are not like advertised at all ever.
Yeah. So I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then Amazing Spider-Man. And I just wanted to kind of more...
In that order?
Yes, I know. Because I didn't think... Okay. I don't know. I just saw the second one was there. I was like, oh, I'll watch this. And then after that, I was like, I kind of watch the first one again. So
I remember we
reviewed...
reviewed...
And the first one, is it Reese Ifans? No, that's not his name.
Yep.
Reese Fons?
It is exactly that.
Reese Fons?
Yeah,
okay.
I remember we reviewed Amazing Spider-Man 2 on this show, Matt.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. And I found out Gwen Stacy during...
Yeah. But, so, yeah, like, the thing I wanted to talk about mostly with these movies is just that the character work in it is really well done. Like, there's a lot of plot problems with them.
I'm glad they abandoned it already.
I'm sad, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm warning them a little bit because we're not going to get any more of them. And I just thought Andrew Garfield did such a good job. I thought he was very good Peter Parker. I forgot Martin Sheen was Uncle Ben in the first movie, and I was like, damn, that's a good Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
It's a perfect Uncle Ben.
Damn, that's a good Uncle Ben.
He does a rice job.
He does a... What'd you say? A rice job. Oh, boo.
I don't get it.
Well, Uncle Ben is a brand of rice.
Oh.
And
God, that's on me. That's on me, you guys.
No, man, I agree. I thought the performances were well done. It was just a lot of problems with
now, Matt, have you
the
seen
plot
99 Homes?
structure.
Yes, exactly. Alex, what was your question?
Have you seen 99 Homes?
Is that the Sherlock Holmes movie where he gets cloned?
No, it's another...
it's got Michael Shannon and Andrew
is that
Garfield.
I'm
surprised Matt has not seen that yet.
Oh, you think I should be right on that?
Well, I thought you would already seen it and were a background character in it, like Abed in Cougar Town.
I was. I'm actually the third person you see in that film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was going to say, is 99 Homes that one directed by the other guy who likes Michael Shannon? Wow, I'm bad at coming up with names.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Like
you know what I mean, though.
Benini or something like that?
Yeah.
Benino.
Take shelter.
Did you guys see that?
I did.
Jeff Nichols. No, is that...
oh, man, it's the Hockey Night in Punjabi broadcast, and when Benino scored, I don't think it was an overtime. It was just like with 4 minutes left in the third period in the first game. Like such good calls from those guys. I love that.
I got to find the Junis Donskoy. Apparently, the Finnish broadcast of that game goes off.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's going to be better than Benino.
That's a good point. Hey, guys, I think we got to wrap it up.
You got to wrap it up.
Got to wrap that gavel up, B. But
one thing, Muhammad Ali died. That was kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
I mean, I know he'd been in poor health, and I'd heard he was hospitalized, and you're just kind of like, oh boy, this could go anytime now.
No, I think it's
don't
just...
he had been talking the last couple of years.
Yeah, this kind of draws people's attention to how great he was when he was in his prime, because he was great. And he came up with so many great lines.
Yeah. Like, he had his own personal issues and whatever, but, like, in terms of being, like, absolutely game-changing in terms of showmanship.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And all that, so.
Yeah, he was the man.
One of the all-time greats. Probably had one of the greatest fights of all time, the Thrilla in Manila against George Foreman, who he beat.
Yeah. And George is still around, still making grills.
Still making them.
Still knocking
he makes
out the
it himself. It's really weird.
With all his kids, all named George.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm on Twitter. You can follow me. I'm at William C. Vaughn. And then we also have Alex. You're on Twitter, aren't you?
I'm at Evonix, EVAUGHNICS. I've really been slacking on that, so follow me on Slack, though.
Okay, Matt, you're on Twitter. Matt's not slacking on Twitter. He's got like a tweet a day.
At MP Vaughn, I was recently flattered when someone said that I was good at Twitter because I, quote, don't tweet that much.
Ooh. Wow. It's like, wow.
They must love Alex.
Yeah, you're a great public speaker. You don't say anything.
Yeah, you say it best when you say nothing at all.
Here's what I have to say.
Allison Krauss, shout out.
Shout out to Allison Krauss. As always, we end this podcast with a shout out.
Hope you have a good week.
Allison Krauss.
Have a good week, everybody. I won't be here next week, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there you go. So now no one's going to listen to the show next week.
Great.
Jerk. Niagara up. Niagara Falls.
Oh, I get it. Oh, that's on me. That's on me, guys.
That's on me, guys.
Later, bros.
Yeah.
Bye.